Speaking about hemorrhoid issues, it's relevant because damn, man, that cruise.
You had hemorrhoid issues?
Oh my god, man! And they had because you know the cruise, man. You got food, left and right. They're throwing food at you.
So you were shitting on non-stop?
Oh my god! And the toilet paper might as well just been sandpaper.
What?
I was
Haven't
the
you
one.
learned your lesson? An adult male does not go to the shitter without wipies. You cannot use regular toilet paper.
No, we ran out.
You need wipies at all times.
Have you ever been? Dude, I was on a cruise for 12 days. We ran out.
I went to Europe for 2
like-
weeks and I did not run out.
Averaging like 4 shits a day, man. We went through that thing like nothing. And I wasn't the only one. My brother too. We're both like, okay, we could bond on this. We're both suffering from bloody hemorrhoids right now.
I think every man does. Dun,
okay.
dun, 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 dun.
Hardcore casual.
Na, 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 na. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello and welcome to the Hardcore Casuals podcast, the podcast for the working class geek that's too hardcore to be casual and too casual to be hardcore. I'm Adrian.
I can't keep
He's
doing
David,
this to say I'm
he's
David.
And even though he's not talking,
And that's
there's
Danny.
Danny.
Oh,
Danny's
I was
there
waiting
in the
to say
corner,
his name.
arms crossed.
I didn't hear him
I
say
was,
his name.
I was waiting for Danny to just go, Kakaroto.
Kakaroto.
Which means broken poop in Spanish.
Orawa, Vegeta.
All right, go say it's great to be back. It's been a while since we've been able to get the three of us together and record. So lots, I'm sure there's lots that we could talk about.
Because
Good thing
you've
we
been
have
on a
lots
cruise.
and lots of time. I have been on a cruise, and I'm sure Danny will be happy to put some the conversation we were talking about before the intro of the show. But yeah, wonderful things on the cruise with the family. We're gone for about 2 weeks. It's too long. I will say this: if any of your listeners plan on cruising on MSC, just be aware that it's mainly for 65 plus year old Europeans. So just fair warning. It wasn't a fun. I mean, the ports of call were great, but dude, that cruise was like dead by 10 o'clock. There was nothing.
I've found, like, on all the cruises that I've been on, I've kind of feel like each cruise has had its own separate type of people. Where like Carnival is by all means like just the party ship, the people that are just ruckus, they don't really care. And if you want to have a good chill time on a cruise, that's not where you want to go. That's if you want to go and you just want to be like just shit-faced drunk and going crazy with other people that are going crazy too and you don't care about rules. That feels like the kind of cruise you go on. And I feel like Norwegian is kind of like the middle of the pack. I feel like Royal also has like an older demographic. I don't know if Royal's gotten better, but Norwegian I feel like is trying to turn the corner to be more of like the midweight thing because of all their free perks where they give you like free food and free drinking packages and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you get to choose one. There's like 5. There's like the free excursions. Like it comes with your ticket. You get a free excursion.
Yeah, you get
free drinks. You get free fine dining.
With no promos, you get one of the 5 free. But
That's awesome.
But on some promo days, you get like 2 of the 5, and if you get a suite or a balcony or something like that, you get all 5.
Wow.
Thrown in.
Well, I haven't cruised with Norwegian, but this was my first time cruising with MSC, and it was the on the MSC Divina. Which
we were actually divine.
We were. I will say this: the vessel. I'm probably pushing close to 20 cruises in my lifetime now, and I would have to say the MSC Divina is by far probably the most beautiful vessel I've been on.
Wow,
It's
really?
It's a gorgeous ship. It's a gorgeous ship.
That must be one of their new ones.
Actually, it's an older. It was made in 2012. It's actually being replaced right now by the Seaside coming into Miami. But I mean, their staircases in the Grand Atrium, they're all made of Swarovski crystals. They cost like $4,000 a step. I mean, it is a luxurious vessel. But MSC is an Italian company, and they offer very, very low rates given what the boat is. So that way they could get the European crowd, which is their niche crowd, to come in and cruise with them. So me being a Hispanic American in his mid-30s. the cruise itself, the itineraries weren't weren't catered to me. So like all the you go on a Carnival ship and there'll be oh hey there'll be booze trivia or karaoke or limbo dance. There'll be party stuff going on. On this boat, it was slow waltz at 3 p.m.
Well, shit, I haven't been on a cruise since I was a little kid, so I don't even remember the cruise. I remember being in the boat, but that's about it.
Do you remember what line it was?
Oh, geez, I'd want to say Caribbean, but I'm just.
Those are nice.
But that was ages ago. Like I was a little kid.
We should all do the 3-man booze cruise.
Well,
3-man booze cruise.
At the risk of fucking things up, I actually thought, and Michelle gave me the suggestion too.
You broke up at the right moment. At the risk of fucking things.
That
it's always
for your bachelor party, if you wanted to do a guys cruise, like us guys, and doing some crazy shit.
If you want to do something separate, I guess I didn't tell you guys. Part of this family cruise, I did officially ask my brother to be my best man.
Cool.
So, I guess I'll send out formal invitations. But why not? I have you. Will you guys be my groomsmen? Please.
No.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
No.
Come on, I need my posse up with me.
We'll send some people from Bloomingdale's.
No, oh god, no.
We'll just send a postcard. No. Best wishes.
Oh, you fuckers.
We'll both get cardboard cutouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna walk the bridesmaids down the aisle, just cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll put them on a Roomba.
There you go.
Like a Kevin McAllister, Home Alone style Kevin McAllister.
Put it on a little RC.
Michael Jordan on the train.
Oh yeah, on the train.
So, did your brother cry? And did he hold your hand?
Actually he was pretty cool about it. He of course said yes, and he actually had he already has bachelor party plans.
What's he got? What's he got? Has he said anything?
He didn't tell me. He bought us a bottle of champagne and we celebrated. And he said that all I was able to get out of him was that it's going to be a destination bachelor party. That's all I could tell.
Does he realize that doesn't make any sense? Like, is he planning to do a bachelor party with just you, just the two of you?
No. It sounds
like he has everything planned out for just the two of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys just declined being my groomsmen, so fuck you guys anyway. Hey, you guys
fine, I didn't want to go anyways. No, you can't have my tater tots. Gosh.
So, I'll make sure now that you guys are you guys officially saying yes, so I can give him your numbers?
I thought he had our numbers from that time that
No. What?
No, never mind.
And that's how you got anal chlamydia.
That's how you got anal chlamydia.
No, I got it from that boat, man. It's all over the toilet paper.
Jeez.
Anyways, so that a yes?
Yeah, tell him that we're on board.
Say yes, you fuckers. I want to hear it come out of your mouth.
I'll think about it.
I have marked maybe.
Bubbles.
Undecided.
Yeah, that means yes. I know. All right. So I'll have him reach out to you guys. I know that Maria is going to be doing a cruise. So.
Okay. No, because that was just a side thought. If you wanted to do something like that, because Danny and I have already talked about another idea that I'm not going to bring up.
Exactly. How am I great? Are you going to say it?
No, because
an all-nighter at an Asian massage parlor.
No, I only brought up the cruise just now because you said, because you were like, we should do a guys cruise thing, and I was like, oh well, that was something that was kind of thought about, but the other one is something that Danny and I have discussed, but apparently Gio's got everything all planned out, so we'll wait to hear what he says. And he's going to be like, yeah, destination wedding. We're going to do it in Miami. Dude, we live here. It's your destination.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he meant. But the thing is, I will ask you guys to do this. There's an inside joke between my brother and I, and his part of the family about that. I'm obsessed with Manitoba, the province in Canada. I'm not. I do not want to have a bachelor party in Winnipeg. It is a joke. So if my brother starts seriously entertaining, I need to count on you guys. If my brother says, "Hey, we're gonna have a bachelor party in Winnipeg," I'm like, let's kill that idea.
Like, please. What the fuck are you gonna even do in Winnipeg?
So you don't want to do it in Winnipeg? Got it. Don't worry.
I do not want to do it. You fucker, no! Don't give me the sly wink. No bachelor
I see
party
what
in
you're saying.
Winnipeg.
Okay, don't worry. We won't do it there.
But don't you want to know how he is number 42?
That's not in Winnipeg. That's in Russia.
But there are yak in Winnipeg.
No, there's bison and there's moose, I think. But when Manitoba, no offense to anybody in Manitoba, but Manitoba is like, you know how Kansas is in the U.S., just that empty flat area that nobody wants to be in. That's Manitoba. 10 times the size, but 10 times as boring.
Let's contact our resident Canada expert, Dom.
She'll need to talk to us.
No, I haven't heard from her since fucking whenever. Like, I haven't tried to contact her or anything. She's gone, like, off the grid. Then again, it doesn't help that I haven't really been doing anything online, so.
I haven't.
Well, we've all been kind of off the grid. We need to regrid.
I haven't turned on, like, I turned on my PlayStation a couple days ago for my niece and my nephew to play. But I haven't turned on my PlayStation at all. And whenever I turn on the computer, it's just to work. So it's like I haven't even seen if anyone's been online. It's been crazy.
I've been trying to catch up on some films. I finally saw...
On some filth? Is that what you said?
That's what I heard. I heard filth. You're watching a lot of
films,
porn.
Movies.
Catching up on that on the pornography, I see.
Yeah, dude, man. You got to see what Aurora Snow's up to these days.
Right. I haven't watched porn in so long. I've been on a cruise ship for 2 weeks.
I know, man. I had to make by with the real thing.
Shit.
It's not nearly as good.
First world millennial engaged guy problems. Anyways,
God.
No, I finally saw The Disaster Artist.
Oh man, I wanted to watch that.
Oh wait, what did you say, Adrian?
I finally got to see The Disaster Artist, and God, it was fucking amazing. It was actually it's a really good movie. You don't need to have seen The Room to enjoy the film.
Actually, no.
No. It
adds a certain.
It adds a layer.
It adds a flavor to the movie. If you haven't seen The Room, then you're getting a good show. But if you have seen The Room, it adds that extra flavor. Or
it's like a
layer.
cake.
Yeah.
Like The Disaster Artist is delicious cake. But if you've seen The Room, then the cake has icing. And if you've seen The Room and have read or listened to the audiobook of The Disaster Artist before watching the Disaster Artist film, it's like the full 3-layered, full icing, whipped cream and cherry on top cake.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you went hardcore there.
I'm hardcore about cake, man. I gotta love that. Oh god, man, it's like ice cream cake.
Get that cream
too hardcore.
Did you wait? So, Danny, did you see it?
I saw it. Yeah.
Did you see the post-credit?
Yes, that was actually
scene?
Cool. I like that.
That was hilarious.
That was cool. Yeah.
You could rent it now, and you can own it on digital, and you could either do an order on Amazon. Well, I think even on Tommy Wiseau's website, you could buy the Disaster Artist film.
Only if it comes with underwear.
You know, Maria ordered me a pair of Tommy Wiseau underwear back in November, and I still haven't gotten it. I'm upset.
It's because it's gonna come with another headshot signed.
Adrian, put me on your crotch. It makes you like 50% more sexy. But I still got man. There's still a lot of crap I got to catch up on. But I'm happy that I finally got to see The Disaster Artist, and it was great, worth the wait.
Did you watch Jean-Claude Van Johnson?
No, I haven't. I mean, I've seen some of the trailers for it after our last conversation, but no, I haven't paid extra money to see that.
Fail.
The trailers are hilarious, but I mean, I just don't like. Man, I already have Hulu. I already have Netflix. I don't want.
Why are you paying for Hulu? Hulu's fucking useless.
Because there's a couple of shows there that we like to watch
that are on regular TV, like
and all the shows that I used to enjoy watching on Netflix is no longer on Netflix, now on Hulu. I think originally we got Hulu because you could get by itself whatever channel that plays Walking Dead and Maria.
AMC.
What else did you catch up on then?
Work.
Yeah,
lots of work.
I've been catching up on Dragon Ball actually.
Really?
Been trying to catch up on the Dragon Ball, and I found it quite entertaining that they brought some movie canon into the canon by changing elements, and I was like, oh no, it was cool.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like so far about Dragon Ball is that Goku went SSG, which is the red one, and that was supposed to be as strong as a god of destruction. Then he went SS Blue, which was supposed to be stronger than that. Then he goes Kaioken SS Blue, which was supposed to be even stronger than that. And yet he starts fighting people, and he's like,
I'm still not strong enough.
It does nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
shouldn't he be just like puking all over people and just destroying them?
I know by now he should be just blowing up if he turns that strong.
Yeah, right now he should be doing what the little Zeno-sama is doing and just saying, "Hi," and just destroying everything. That's what Goku should be doing.
Yeah, it should be like, I mean, I just remember, I think it was during the Buu saga or whatever, when they're doing the strength test and just Vegeta just taps the little strength thing.
That was one of my favorite parts of Dragon Ball Z. When they do the Budokai.
By now, like, Goku should, like, with every exhalation, he should be destroying universes.
That scene was awesome where the announcer is just like freaking out and you've got like Goku and 18 are just like flicking it and it's putting it like off the charts. Then Vegeta's like, fuck it. He smashes it. And the guy's like, Nandato! Suge power! Oh, it's awesome.
That's great.
I missed that show. So yeah, I've been watching the shit out of it.
That's good.
To catch up.
I think there's 1 or 2 episodes left in the whole Super series.
I've been watching it on Crunchyroll, which has 129 episodes, and I'm on like 108 or something.
So once this is done, that's it. Supposedly, there's no more after this. So.
Well, that's what they said about GT. That's what said after Z. This one has after GT. Now.
I don't think that's going to be the case because at the beginning, I assume that this ends during the tournament or part of the tournament that they're in, because like all the episodes have been so drawn out. But before the tournament starts, they're like, oh, these universes that have high power levels are exempt from the tournament. So it's like you don't even get to see who these superpowered universes are.
No. It's not that they're exempt. It's that they're exempt from destruction. But they're in the tournament.
No, they're not. They're not in the tournament at all.
I could have sworn that they were in the... Yeah.
No, they're sure? Like, they don't have to take part in the tournament at all. That's why there's a part there in the exhibition where 3 of the gods from those universes all do like a little pre-show for Zeno, but they're there watching, but their fighters aren't taking part. They're just there to watch the show, but none of their fighters are there.
How far like, are you already in the tournament?
Yeah. I'm deep into the tournament. Goku's fighting the fat girl right now.
I could have sworn. Oh jeez. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn they were in there and like they didn't care. Like they got knocked out and they didn't care because they were exempt from destruction.
No, it's the like
they were just exempt from the. Wow, all right.
Yeah, they're exempt from it entirely. Like they're not even taking part in it. So, I thought that the show would be continuing, and I thought an interesting thing that they might do is how in Dragon Ball Multiverse, the comic, how you face like Goku was facing Goku over another dimension.
Yeah.
I thought maybe one of the other universes might be like that, and you might end up seeing like Shenlong and SSJ4 Goku and Vegeta stuff from GT. Like if they try to pair up GT with Z. And I thought that would be cool if they did that. But
that would actually be pretty cool. But just there and leave it there and that's it.
Oh yeah. I don't think they should, because I think they did a good job of bridging the gap. Because the other day when my niece and nephew were here, they were watching, and I forgot how Battle of the Gods, like the movie, went. But that anime, how it starts, gives you like a recap of what happened versus Majin Buu.
Yeah.
Or versus Kid Buu.
Kid Buu, yeah.
And then it goes into, like we're all having safe living now, and everyone's got
we're at peace. We're at peace.
Yeah, it's peace. And I thought that was cool. And all the little filler episodes that they've done, some have been total misses, but some of them have had that special.
I loved the episodic version of God of Destruction, and I liked the movie version of Resurrection
Frieza.
F better.
Yeah, I don't remember though. I think I skipped all of these episodes, and I went straight to the part right after Frieza, so I didn't see any of
that's
these
good
episodes.
Though you did miss a couple of good Ginyu throwbacks though. If you skipped the TV show, I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. It went full on Ginyu where, remember? Okay, when it happened in Z, the original captain got toaded. Like he got turned into a toad. He somehow makes it back to Earth, and he gets put into a different body, and they bring him back like that.
Oh man.
Which it was a really nice throwback. Like that whole thing was ridiculous, but it was a nice throwback to the whole Ginyu thing.
They've had a few good throwbacks that I was like, oh, that was cool. Like I liked seeing the Great Saiyaman come back for a few episodes.
Yeah.
Great Saiyaman comes back?
Yeah.
So there's some cool stuff that I was like, oh man, I'm glad that they didn't totally forget about that, and they brought it back to show, oh look, this is something that was never expanded upon in DBZ.
Oh,
the only thing that still pisses me off is that Gohan sucks, and Gohan shouldn't suck.
Have you seen? Oh no. They're that's the shitty part is they keep saying that he has this hidden power and
Inner
whatever,
power, yeah.
This inner power that he always has, his inner power, this inner hidden power, but they don't expand on that at all in this entire series.
Yeah,
they just leave it at where he was at one point, and then they're like, whatever.
And in the game, Gohan is the strongest character.
Yeah, but have you seen the female Broly?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. How they took movie canon, they mixed it into this canon, and I was like, oh my god, that's cool.
The only thing I hate is that they didn't acknowledge that they were in a previous battle with Broly. They just kind of acknowledged, oh, it's a legendary Super Saiyan. I've never felt this before. And it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, are you shitting me?
Because the movies aren't canon.
Yeah,
so
I know.
The movies never really occurred. So
I know, and I hate that.
They were like, we want Broly in this, but it's not Broly. Where I think they fucked up is all this SS Blue and SS Red and all this bullshit. I feel like the next evolution should have been Broly SSJ, like turning green.
Turning green?
Been, yeah. That,
well,
no. Legendary.
It's not
the green Broly.
It's not, and you're going to see why. There's a reason why they did that, and you're going to see why. And it's like, okay, yeah, awesome.
Sounds like they're just touching every
because
color of the rainbow.
That was one of the scenes where I was like, come on, Goku's supposed to be like levels upon levels upon levels above everything.
But it's just
when he's SS Blue, and then when he faces female Broly, she walks right through his Kamehameha and grabs him.
She literally, like, bro, that was like verbatim from the movie. She looks at him, she's like, "Nanda doima no da." And I was like, "You fucking kidding me?"
But the part of that sucks is that he's SS Blue. In the movies, he just had to go SSJ3 to fucking kill Broly, and yet, and this time he's not only past SSJ3, he's past SS Red. He's SS Blue with Kaioken and all this bullshit. He's doing a Kamehameha in her face, and she just walks up.
Nanda doima no da.
And just throws Goku like a ragdoll. I'm like,
literally verbatim to the movie.
And then she says Nanda doima no da too?
I don't remember.
She doesn't. No.
Okay, she doesn't. But I remember like the whole thing. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you fucking kidding me?
And then Jiren comes in and he's like, I'll handle this. And she's gone. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So you haven't seen what happens next.
No, I haven't. I haven't gotten to the part to see how strong Jiren really is. Like I'm in the next 2 episodes. That's going to be happening. The last episode I saw was Goku and Vegeta fighting the sniper. That was shooting lasers all over the place.
Jiren is ridiculous. But
don't tell me anything.
I'm not. But
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
But there's a reason why he stepped in to like swat away. What was her name? Whatever.
Because he's the destroyer of worlds, the eater of planets.
He's Galactus.
Wrong series.
No, that's the right series.
Galactus.
When did you fix your Chicago painting? It's straight again.
Yeah. And now he's crooked.
Yeah, but you're crooked. Why are you? No,
what the hell's going on?
Wrong way.
I gave it a little. I think when I was tapping to check if.
So then, why haven't you been watching Dragon Ball, Adrian? Why? Why do you forsake?
I got over it. Dragon Ball ended when
Boo died.
Like when Boo died, exactly.
Boo didn't die. Boo became
reincarnated,
little like Egyptian kid.
No, Boo got reincarnated. Yeah, Boo got reincarnated. And I like the little node.
Yeah, me too. The nod
of Ubu. That was. I was like, oh. Shit.
Yeah, because that's interesting.
That's when it ended.
The Ubu thing was in GT, like really getting into Ubu.
He didn't really do much in GT, but I saw like a little bit of GT, and I was like, this is utter crap. I'm done, and I just got over it.
Yeah, that's why they made Super, because they realized that GT was utter crap, and they're erasing GT by creating Super.
Wait, GT never happened now?
Exactly.
No, yeah, exactly. It doesn't exist. Like they may have taken elements like Ubu and just kind of like dropped them here and there, but that's it.
You mean they Kyle Kraton GT?
No, that would imply that GT was good.
Yeah.
GT was in no way good.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, having Trunks fly around naked, being like a freaking exhibitionist, flying around the city with his dong out.
There have been problems with Super, like Super with the other Saiyans that are in it, and it's like, oh look, this is how you go SSJ, and they go SSJ, and then the girl's like, oh, tingly feeling in my back, and she goes SSJ too. And I'm like,
yeah, that was
the
a little.
Fuck? Come on, these are little kids, and it took Goku and Gohan forever to get to those levels.
Yeah, exactly. I like
serious emotional trauma got them there.
Yeah,
I like the detail, like the reasoning behind you can do it, like how they can just activate it now at free will. I like that, but the fact that they were like, oh, tingly fingers, oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like, what? No. Let's relax for a moment. What the hell?
Yeah, that really frustrated me. That has always been my problem with Dragon Ball, when they started making everybody a fucking Super Saiyan. When that was supposed to be, like, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And it's like Frieza was the strongest being in the universe, and he dies to SSJ-1. It's a fucking measly Pee-wee SSJ-1.
Bro.
Well, now you consider it Pee-wee.
Yeah, but
back
Frieza now...
Oh my God.
Frieza now is supposedly got, like, the power above the gods. And he's like
no,
Uber Frieza.
No.
How did he get that?
He rivaled. He got that because he actually trained for like a few minutes.
A few minutes.
Yeah, I don't know, like a few days or something. He trained. He actually trained for the first time in his life.
You realize a few minutes of training in Dragon Ball is like 300 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
he went to the room of space and time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because like for example, look, the tournament that they're in right now, they say it has 48 minutes. And over the last 30 episodes, after every episode ends, 41 minutes, 39 minutes, 37 minutes.
It's only been like a minute or two.
Yeah. Every 22 minutes.
So that means whatever they're doing is happening like hyper fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Whole...
If they could condense...
That whole...
How long are the episodes? An hour or half an hour?
No, 22 minutes.
I was like, yeah, okay, yeah.
So they can... Oh, counting for commercials. Okay, so 22 minutes of stuff happens, but only 2 minutes go by in real time?
Exactly.
Yep.
That's how, it's like you've been watching Dragon Ball for so long, you're trained to see them at their hyper speeds.
Congratulations, you just answered the question why I'm not watching it.
No,
you should be watching it. It's good
stuff.
stuff.
David, I don't know about you, but I like Frieza. I like what he's doing now. That's like
I haven't seen everything that he's done, but Frieza has become an interesting character.
Yeah.
And
he's become extremely interesting instead of just like a one-off and then a fucking return for a movie.
It was kind of cool, but I wasn't expecting him to stick around. I thought they were gonna like just destroy him.
Yeah, but no, he's become a mainstay, and I like it. I like what he's been doing here and there. Like, I like how
seeing like how far it goes, because
the
last episode I saw was when he helped Gohan beat the other Frieza.
Oh yeah.
Wait, how many Freezers are there?
No, the other Frieza is named Frost, and he's the same species. Yeah, from another universe.
What about his brother Cooler?
Cooler is no longer on
this Cooler was erased. Cooler was erased twice
by Trunks.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting. I'm liking the show. There are parts where I'm just like, oh, why did they make this decision? Why?
Yeah, I know. There are some cringe-worthy parts, but for the most part, I'm enjoying the last of it.
Fucking Brienne of Tarth. What the hell? With her love powers.
That's stupid. I hate that. I hate
Sailor
that.
Moon bullshit.
Yeah, that's really stupid. I hate that crap. And I'm not understanding how that's rivaling Blue at all.
Yeah. None of that makes any sense.
Like, I can understand Brawly, or the female Brawly, but this nonsense?
The only way that I think it can make sense is because of how they tried to level people's powers by saying you can't kill anybody. So I think by saying that means even if you go as strong as you can, you have to hold back a little bit to not kill them.
No. Because you can be as strong as you can, and in your defense, he should be like...
Exactly. That should be happening.
Like, he can pull his punches, but he doesn't need to pull his own power to where he's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Eso no es bueno.
Toriyama!
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have taken things in a different direction with Dragon Ball. But
like what?
Not like the freaking multiverse thing. I would have loved to see that in action.
Dragon Ball Multiverse, the comic that is a fan comic, is actually really good. You should read that, Adrian.
And it's drawn by an actual animator, or not an animator.
One of the guys that worked on the manga for Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So it's the drawings art. Are legit. Yeah.
It's legit art, but fan writing, and the writing is fun because it's just instead of doing a universe like they did in Dragon Ball proper, where there's different universes with different beings on it, they did it as a multiverse of different parallel realities. So there's multiple Gokus, there's multiple Vegetas, there's multiple everybody. And they're all entering into this death match where Frieza might be the ultra super end all strongest thing in existence in his realm because he killed all the Saiyans and he killed Goku. But then in another one, Broly actually exists. And there's a lot of cool interplay like that.
And I like what they did with Broly. Like, Broly, no matter what dimension he's in, he's the most devastating, the most dangerous, the most everything, where it's like, you either have to figure out how to kill him or fucking put him like Doomsday in a different fucking dimension or some shit. Lock him away somewhere.
I thought it was funny that Broly was based off of broccoli.
Yeah.
And then the girl who turns into Broly is Kale.
Kale, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my good lord. Them and their greens. Their veggies.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Kale.
And
No,
Adrian hasn't been listening at all to anything we've been saying.
Yeah, he's catching up on porn.
He's thinking about Final Fantasy
7 on PS4.
Oh God, I would love that. But no, actually, I was thinking about getting, because there's an offer on Steam. There was for Final Fantasy 15, and I was wondering if it's even worth it. Like, it's an HD remaster, whatever.
If you've already played it, it's not worth it.
I haven't played 15.
Oh, just kidding.
Why would you HD remaster a game that was already in HD?
I don't know, but it was an NVIDIA remaster, and they were showing the befores and after, and it looks a little bit better, but I just want to know if it's even freaking worth it.
I have no interest in playing Final Fantasy 15. A bunch of guys in leather driving around together.
You don't want to be a Japanese boy band?
Nope.
Driving in a car that could fly?
I could tell you affirmatively that I do not want. Don't want.
I used Noctis's sword and some other dude's shield in Assassin's Creed Origins. That was pretty cool. Yes. That's about as close to Final Fantasy 15 that I got, was using the main character's sword and another character's shield.
I see. Okay.
In a completely different game.
How was it? How was it?
It was fun. It was hella fun. It was like one of the...
Whoa. Did you just say hella fun?
Hella fun. Hella unprofessional.
California back in 1999?
Hella unprofessional.
That was just sad.
That was a throwback is what that was.
No,
It's not Thursday.
That was bad.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday.
Do that again. Don't ever do that again.
I'm gonna do it again, and it's gonna be fun.
Please.
And you're gonna like it.
And his dog did all his homework last night.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Don't take us back there.
They're gonna bring that back.
Where I was playing b-ball outside with my friends.
In more grim news, did you guys see the news today?
The death of
Mr. Hawking. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he had a good run, especially when they said that he was only gonna live till like what? Not even make 30.
He only had like a few years, and he made it all the way to what, 71 or 76?
76.
76.
You know what I always appreciated about Stephen Hawking is that he always looked forward, and he tried to figure out things that people don't think about, whereas science in general spends so much time trying to prove things that people thought about hundreds of years ago. And they try to find formulas and ways to prove what they said is true, instead of figuring out things that nobody's really thought about. And that's what Stephen Hawking always seemed to do, I think. He was always thinking about the next thing.
You're 100% right. And that's why, some people, if you look at some of the things he would talk about, they'll be like, wait, what? You're going off the deep end. But exactly that, because he was trying to look ahead. I mean, talking about aliens and moving past this planet, and which a lot of people. I mean, I hope Elon Musk says the same thing. I agree. It's like we need to start looking beyond Earth and how we could get there. I think the best way is first we got to go to Mars, and I think we might find some
colonize
Prothean
Mars.
tech.
Prothean
Yeah,
tech.
Find the
Prothean
Prothean tech.
On Mars, yeah, I guess we should go to Mars.
But if we do that, then we're gonna awaken the Reapers, and then we're gonna be fucked. All of us are gonna be fucked. We can't do that.
Well, let's just hope that it's not in the 54,000 year. We're not in the 54,000th year where they return. Then I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, because remember, it also depends on how the rest of the galaxy has advanced. It's not just our planet. So maybe we'll be ahead of everybody else.
But if we find it, that means we're already in tune with it, because that means we'll be fulfilling the prophecy.
No. That will be. No.
So what? Ban Mars? You want to ban Mars now?
Yeah, that'll keep us safe. But look, regardless,
safety's not guaranteed.
Look, regardless of everything, if that were to happen and the Reapers were coming, look for Marauder shields.
Oh,
never forget.
In the ranks, look within the ranks of the Reapers, Marauder shields.
He will save you. He will save you.
No. Don't forget. He tried to save us. We ended up killing him.
What were we even talking about?
We're talking about.
Oh, we were trying to go into outer space.
Going to outer space.
Going to Mars. Stephen Hawking.
Colonizing Mars and. Yeah. Oh, speaking of colonizing Mars, that actually, a few months ago, I was watching the show called The Expanse.
Colonizing Mars.
On Adrian doesn't have this, but on Amazon Prime they have the show called The Expanse.
It's a sci-fi show.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi show. Have you seen it? Because if you haven't, I recommend watching it because
I've heard it's pretty good. I saw the little thumbnail for it, and I was thinking about getting to it next.
Yeah, oh geez, it's just everything about the show.
Because right now on Amazon Prime, I'm watching Absentia and The Marvelous Miss Maisel, which are both really good shows. And I was going to do The Expanse after that.
The like 3 episodes in, I'm like, what the hell? Am I watching Mass Effect? Well, it was really good.
It's like that. Cool.
Yeah, it was really good. And I mean, like that's
Does
just
it have an equally good soundtrack like Mass Effect?
The first few episodes are kind of reminding me of Mass Effect. It deviates and it does its own thing, which I freaking love. But it's the environment, everything that goes on in the show. It's like it's basically like for example, our phones, things that are inventions or ideas or stuff that we're using today, expanded on. So it's not like completely 100% futuristic with teleporters. It's all grounded. So like what would happen 100 years from now would be realistically in the path of like what would actually be invented. If that makes any sense.
So a smartphone in 100 years.
So yeah, they all still use smartphones. Obviously,
it's a smarter phone.
It's a futuristic smartphone.
A genius phone.
They use a
Hawking phone.
Basically everything, all of the technology that I saw used and how they used it, I know that it's been either ideas, concepts, or in like the prototype stages now, which I thought was fantastic. I thought that was a really good idea. Instead of making it completely futuristic, they kind of made it futuristic where everyone is in space, colonizing this, colonizing that, but they kept it somewhat grounded.
Yeah, grounded in like at least our current technology.
Yeah.
Does the main character say, "I am Commander John Shepard, and this is my favorite show on Sci-Fi Channel"?
Yeah, what's the main character's name?
The main character's name is I freaking forgot. Like I said, this was I saw this a few months.
So does he say I'm Commander? I freaking forgot. And
no. It's like he's some kid who ends up
James Lamb. His name is James Lamb.
No. He's some kid that just ends up in this situation where he has to basically fight lambs. Fight like 3 different
to the death.
I'd watch this.
I would watch this too.
In space.
Lambs in space. Ooh.
Lambs in space.
Fighting them to the death.
But yeah, it's basically about 3 warring factions and this kid and his crew stuck in the middle of all of it, and he's kind of have to play like mediator. In
Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, and Future War Cult?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, I think I've heard this story before.
It's got like Mass Effect and Destiny elements.
All wrapped up into one. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch that next. Give it a shot. Did you watch Altered Carbon, Adrian?
They didn't have it on the cruise ship.
It's on Netflix.
I know, but I haven't had a chance to because I was away on a cruise for 2 weeks.
And you had no Netflix on the cruise?
No. While I was ziplining with Howler Monkeys, I did not.
There's no Netflix on a zipline? What the hell kind of zipline is this?
No Costa Rican zipline. I went cave tubing in Belize.
I would have preferred Altered Carbon on Netflix. I went spelunking. Well, good for you. I saw Altered Carbon on Netflix.
I had a life-altering moment in Cartagena. Fuck you. I wanted to watch episode 3 of Altered Carbon.
The Covenant. I thought I recognized the main character. Son of a bitch.
The Covenant? Isn't that a movie like about witches or something?
Yeah, and the kid looks like he hasn't aged since he made that movie. He's the main character.
Satan!
He's the main character. Yeah, he uses his witchcraft powers, his spacecraft powers.
Speaking of satanic witchcraft powers, have you guys been seeing those Keanu Reeves commercials for Squarespace?
Yeah.
Where he gets on a motorcycle and then he's just talking and he flies to the fucking sky.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
What the hell did I just witness?
Actually, I did see that on the cruise ship, and Maria and I both gave out a collective, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck did I just see? Yeah.
But
that's literally what I
think.
said.
We thought it was
awesome.
the drinks.
I think it's awesome regardless. Because it's kind of stupid that he's standing on a motorcycle, but then in the end 2 seconds or second of it, he just takes off like fucking launching pad. Like, what?
Yeah, he takes off. You're like, what the fuck did I just see?
Oh, God, it's like the Geico commercials. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
The only thing I needed was Terry Crews. Power!
Oh, man.
Come out of the exhaust pipe of the bike.
Fucking Keanu.
His bike was being powered by Old Spice.
So.
But yeah,
that guy's awesome. Don't
we somehow ended up here from Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
It's natural, you know. You talk about epic people, you end up at Keanu Reeves at some point.
Because he's a vampire that lives forever.
It's true.
This is scientifically proven. If you haven't known this, look it up. Look up Keanu Reeves lives forever. And you're going to find graphic imagery from medieval times of Keanu Reeves in portraits. He has lived forever.
Yeah, he's multiple lifetimes.
Lifetimes.
I think his true name is actually Dracula.
It could be Alucard. You never know.
And Alucard has white hair. I'm pretty sure he's Dracula.
Oh,
and
okay.
He fell to Richter Belmont, and now he's back.
He's been in hiding this whole time as an actor.
Yeah, just like Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
There you go. They're in cahoots.
What are you looking at, Adrian? You are distracting me from my mission.
Yeah, like every so often his whole wall goes fusion rifle.
Fusion rifle? What?
Yeah, everything just lights up really bright.
You forget that you're supposed to be hosting the show. And then you're going off into La La Land.
We all host the show.
I think tonight it's been.
We are 3 childhood friends.
No. I think tonight it's been the David and Danny show because we have to cut out like half an hour of Adrian's nonsense.
Yeah, you're not even going to be in the show at the end of this.
I just do the intro.
Just do the intro. Hey, I'm Adrian. I've been on a cruise.
I was on a cruise. I saw Disaster Artist. That's it.
And then Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and then you guys freaking beating off. Ooh, SSJ Blue. Oh, it gets me right there in the blues. You guys and your
Wait,
Gokus.
Was that a ball reference or was that depression reference? What the hell?
Both. That was actually good.
Can it be both?
Why can't it be both?
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, I'm actually just waiting because I think this last time, before I went on the cruise, David said he had like a pile of shit he wanted to talk about, and I'm waiting for him to bring one of them up.
I just brought up Stephen Hawking. I'm the one that's hosting this damn show tonight. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't know we were going to be talking about Stephen Hawking.
I just brought up Stephen Hawking. I knew about this 2 weeks ago before your cruise.
I know. I was like, how did you know he was going to die?
Do we know what was the cause of death? Because that's the one thing I don't know. Like, it was just natural causes. He just passed away.
He was past his time.
Yeah, I think it was like just complications and with his age. Because he was only 70-something. He's fairly young. But
yeah.
He was really...
No, but he wasn't given that long to live when he got his
he was really messed up. Like, that's a shitty condition. But he made it a good long way.
He's like, I'm not done on this earth yet.
Yeah. He was harnessing the key. That's what
he was harnessing the power of the cosmos.
Maybe he was speaking to aliens. Did you see the news footage of the alien ship that the Navy fighter pilots saw?
Oh, you mean my pyro? Yeah, that was me when I was getting back home from the cruise.
Oh
And they actually saw my vessel.
I don't know what the hell he just said, but no, I have not seen that.
You should look it up. It's pretty cool. It's pilots that saw this UFO, an unidentified flying object, and they didn't know what the hell it was. And it wasn't emitting any fumes or like jet streams or anything. And they were just following it, and then it disappeared. Like, it just took off and it outran them. And they're like, what the hell? We're in fighter jets and it outran us.
Yeah, but that happens like every other week.
No, this one was like Google it, because it was something that was like well documented. It wasn't like fluke evidence or whatever. Like,
they saw something out of the corner of their eye that was covered by clouds.
Yeah,
that
it wasn't
could have
some
been
bullshit. This was like centered on the camera. They were following it with infrared vision, and all this shit's happens. And then there's also documents that were released talking about how the government has been doing more research into UFOs and stuff, or they had been doing it, and they were trying to keep it undercover and under wraps and nobody to find out that they've been studying aliens and alien crafts and stuff. So it's like, aliens.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
All the conspiracy theorists are freaking gonna go nuts over this.
Because aliens.
Because aliens.
Hold on a second. Back to Stephen Hawking.
Oh, okay.
So, because that's what I was looking at. I was trying to find like what's the cause of death, and it looks like just complications from his neuron disease. But apparently,
aliens.
No, that he died. That his death is Pi Day, which is also Albert Einstein's birthday, and he was born on the 300th anniversary of Galileo's death. So he's cosmic.
So what you're telling me is he planned this?
He ascended.
I'm just saying that apparently
3.14, 300 years.
March 14th is a cosmic day.
You know what else died today?
My soul.
Toys R Us.
Oh,
officially?
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're closing.
Hold on,
all,
Toys R Us or
gone the way of
us?
Blockbuster.
Toys R Us or the other one as well? Because I think there was two of them, right? Toys R Us and Babies R Us.
Babies R Us,
Babies R Us
is doing fine because
Okay.
they're actually relevant.
That's true, yeah.
But no, Toys R Us hasn't like that. They're going the way of Blockbuster, which is a shame, man. Because like, I don't know. I remember the feeling I got when I was a kid and we would go to like Toys R Us or KB Toys.
Oh, heck yeah.
And Play World.
That shit was just
That's because in the 90s, everyone went out. They left their houses.
and like, man, it was so much fun. Shit, I remember actually. I was thinking about it today. Because what was I playing? I for some reason, I guess because of the cruise, I wanted to play Wind Waker. Don't judge. And I was just thinking about remembering back when we were a kid and we used to be able to rent Nintendos and Segas. You know, we didn't have to buy the console. You could rent the console and the games. So like, this is shit that like people aren't gonna like don't experience. I mean, what's the closest you have to it? Redbox.
I just now realized what Adrian sounds like. He sounds like a Turian.
He does sound like a Turian.
He freaking sounds like a Turian. I just now nailed the sound, the effect that's happening. I just now know where I've heard it, and it's from Mass Effect with the Turians.
I sound like Garrus?
No, you sound like a Turian. You don't sound like Garrus.
Hi. I am Garrus Valkyrian, and this is my favorite spot on the Citadel.
It's just that little...
Wait, doesn't he say that in Mass Effect 3? If you do the
yeah.
when they're doing the sniping thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're having that
That was,
bro.
that was the only good part of Mass Effect 3.
Actually, I think it is, yeah. I sound like a Turian.
Because that was actually good writing, because it was like, oh, look, here's a throwback to make you actually feel like these people have lived together. Mm-hmm. And he's throwing a jab like an elbow at him, like, hey, you loser. I remember when you did this shit in the Citadel. That was like a good moment. They should have had more moments like that.
Yeah.
Which, that's probably was the best part, because, it was just, these two guys have been together for the last 3 games. It's just like that whole buddy, war buddies relationship. There should have been more of that in that game, given the relationships that you've had with everybody else. But Garrus was a fan favorite, so they had to do something like that.
The Citadel DLC, the free one, was the closest thing you got to something else like that. Because they just brought everyone together for one final hurrah. And that, I always considered that the actual ending to the game. And that takes place before the ending of the game.
I'm just reading up on... Yeah, it looks like Hawking died of just natural complications from his neurological disease. But what were you saying before you were trying to get my attention?
Startup offers 100% fatal procedure to upload your brain.
Fatal procedure. I like how that's titled.
We assure you.
Listen, you're gonna die.
We'll kill you. We assure you.
Death is guaranteed. But once the operation's done, we will give you...
But your brain will be on the cloud.
Why would you want that?
Imagine being downloaded into your iPhone X for your loved ones.
Imagine being deleted with the rest of the porn that your wife is getting rid of.
Imagine you will replace Siri in your loved one's iPhone.
Alexa, play my cousin.
Damn, it's dark in here. Now you're letting me out. How long has it been? What year is it?
Margaret? Where am I? Why can't I see?
Margaret's daughter.
Startup
Margaret
wants to
died.
upload your brain to the cloud, but has to kill you to do it.
Where are you reading this?
This is on CBS Denver. Oh, this is hilarious. No wonder
legally.
It's in Denver, so obviously they were smoking pot when they came up with this idea.
Dude, man, this is uploading. Would you do that? Would you upload your consciousness to like a digital server and like let your body die?
There was
if you were dying anyways, you might as well. I mean,
there was oh shit.
That's the show. That's the
There was
Altered Carbon.
There was a movie that had a similar concept that you would upload your consciousness into a robot.
Oh, look at this shit. Wait, time out. The startup already has a waiting list of about 25 people who have paid $10,000 deposit for the service.
Dude, if I was going to kill myself like that,
I would kill you for fun.
No.
Save your money. If you're totally cool with it, a consenting adult, like, hey, cool. I can see what it's like to kill
I'll you in your ass.
How do you want to do it? I got a spear.
It's like,
gun,
if you're that anxious, I'll help you out.
I mean, I'll help you, buddy.
Bro,
listen,
if I really wanted,
save you time and money.
If I really wanted to off myself, I'll just buy that one-way ticket to Mars or whatever.
You know, I considered that.
But see, now you realize you're selling your services too cheap. You can offer it for money and people will pay you.
What?
I will pay
You're gonna kill me? And
it's like, what?
$10,000 and you'll kill me? Exactly. What a deal! Hey, but wait, we're gonna have a 2-for-1 special.
How much are we talking? 100,000. I'm in.
But
that's too much, man.
We'll
try to upload your conscience to the same place porn is.
Oh, good lord. When I read stories like this and the one about the people who paid for someone to eat them, I was like, it just reminds you that there's really crazy rich people in this world.
It just reminds me that we're doomed. And every time that NASA says, oh, we're going to have a close call with an asteroid, I'm like, no, just let it hit us already. We need to restart.
Yeah, we kind of do. The Reapers need to come.
Yeah.
Because, like, right now, people are too fucking stupid. There's too many of us. We have too many outlets to actually share our stupid ideas. And then
that's
people
the problem.
That's
the problem. We were talking about that the other day, how the problem with youth these days is having the ability to generate its own content.
The problem with youth.
It's like, when we were kids, we would go to school, and there was always, like, that bad kid that would try to spread misinformation and do stupid shit and try to get you to do stupid shit, too. But now it's
everybody's
like,
doing that.
Yeah, now it's a collective consciousness because everyone's like, not only am I going to tell you in person, but I'm going to upload a video to the internet claiming like I know what the fuck I'm talking about and share it to everybody so everyone thinks that I'm an influencer. And then, yeah, you become influencer telling people to do the wrong fucking thing and everyone ends up stupid. Or
just ends up giving bad information, and then along comes somebody who actually has like maybe data and facts that discredit that, but because it's no longer popular, it's not popular opinion.
Exactly.
They actually turn their backs on fact and data that's empirical and proven for their whatever bullshit.
And it's not. And it's like in this country, especially, if you come with data, you come with empirical evidence, you come with intelligence, and an open mind, people turn their back on that. Because, they straight up frown on it. Because how dare you be smart? How dare you be intelligent? How dare you be intellectual about a subject? You should be dumb and you should be cool. That's what this country.
It's just that your data or whatever. If you hit somebody with fact, and it goes against their narrative or their feelings, then they label you. Like I was watching one of my favorite. It's a different show, but I love watching him, and I love watching his segments of of Stephen Crowdy Change My Mind, where he goes to some universities and he has all this data. Like he'll talk about guns or whatever, just political and sociological topics, and he'll come with data, and he basically goes against what everybody else is talking about emotionally, but then he has the hardcore data to back it up, and their reaction is to get violent, throw the cameras, and scream at him.
I said it once, I'll say it again. We're living in a world where words hurt people.
Sticks and stones, love. Sticks and stones.
It's sad, man.
Are you snorting cocaine?
I am. Like right off the table.
Some delicious powdery nose clam straight from the sea.
It's it's pathetic what's happened, man. Like did you watch that the thing after the school shooting? That there was like a forum where the kids and the people could talk with Marco Rubio and and the state representative, the congressman, like all that stuff.
I saw that with my head in my hands.
And it's like at the very beginning, Marco Rubio says, "You're not going to agree with some of my positions. I'm going to do my best to explain to you what those positions are. But the only way we can get through this is through civilized discourse. Like we need to speak and we have to be able to understand each other's positions if we're going to come to a solution on anything. We can't jump down someone's throat and turn our back on it just because we don't agree with it. You have to listen to both sides and keep an open mind as to why each side has these feelings so we can come to a compromise and come to a solution for it." And it's like everyone applauds that and they're like, "Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what we need." And then immediately when people start coming up to speak, they're like smashing him and just laying into him, and everyone closing, like being super disrespectful. And it's like, this guy didn't have to come out here. You're proving the point for why politicians don't listen to people. If you want to be civilized and give your facts and give your points, it will be heard. But when you come out and you start attacking people like that in such an uncivilized manner, I know what happened has everyone mourning and hurt, and it sucks, especially this is our home state. Coral Springs is only an hour away. And
not even for me, yes. It's right.
Well, for you, it's even closer.
Yeah, it's right there.
But it's like these people that were doing that in the open forum were giving more reason to politicians to not listen to the people, to not come
just
out
made
and
them
have,
look bad.
Yeah, exactly. They just made
and it made them look.
They undermined the cause.
They undermine the cause, and the sad thing is that I look at them. I mean, I'm sure I speak for all three of us. I mean, what happened was terrible, and anytime somebody does something like that, or a life is lost for senseless, stupid, hateful reasons, it's a tragedy. I think we could all agree upon that. But the thing is, we a lot of these people at least in this topic, and not even people that are involved, just people with their opinions. It scares me, and I wouldn't say surprised, because I'm no longer surprised about stuff like this. I mean, one of my favorite quotes, and I always try to, just remember this, so I could always do like you said, and have my mind open to other people's opinions. But it's the mark of an intelligent mind that could entertain a conflicting idea, but not adopt it.
Now it's guns and video games.
But they're talking about, they're going through legislation again to try to censor video games and deal with it. I often have this discussion, and I had this with my wife yesterday. I feel strongly that games that are violent stop more violent actions than they cause. Because I feel like the people that are naturally violent need an outlet, and video games are an outlet for them. Whereas people that bottle all that shit up come to a tipping point, and they do this in real life. I don't think video games are a simulator for these people. I really feel like video games are the ones keeping the ones that are teetering on the edge from doing something and keeping them from doing it, because they're unleashing that aggression by shooting people in Call of Duty or running around stealing prostitutes' money in Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's some data. You could look up some data to back that up. But one thing that has been researched, and again, the people writing the laws and pushing for shit don't listen to this because fuck data, fuck fact. Just go by your emotion. But there was a study by psychologist Patrick Markey, did research on mass shooters and their correlation to video games, and got I think it was all the mass shootings that we have record of, and almost 80% of them had no interest or history of playing video games.
Yeah.
Or no interest in video games. 80%. So video games really have nothing to do with it. It's the person.
Of course.
And that's I think a mark of, I mean, it's not society. I'm not going to say it's current society because this has happened throughout history. It's a human thing. And it's a stupid thing, and it pisses me off. But stop blaming things. Stop blaming video games. Stop blaming guns. Blame the freaking person.
Well, this has been the Hardcore Casuals podcast. We're ending on a depressing note.
Apparently, we're hardcore about political issues.
We have gone down the deep end of politics and
Socio-political.
So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to something nice for the way out.
Okay, if you want to end this on a note that will bring a smile and a chuckle to your lives, James Franco recently released a video of him doing famous philosophical quotes, but in his Tommy Wiseau voice, and it is freaking hilarious.
Tommy Wiseau.
That's not funny enough.
Tommy Wiseau recently released a video of him critiquing certain scenes of the Disaster Artist.
I saw that one, but did you see the one of him as the Joker?
No, I did not. No.
I want the Batman, and then Mark or Greg comes in and he puts on the Batman mask. I'm Batman. What do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. You complete me.
Okay, so I have a serious question for you guys.
What we're trying to get away from seriousness?
Is
hardcore seriousness.
Is a demon
Why
a spirit?
So serious?
Wait.
No, a demon is not a spirit. What?
Is a demon a spirit?
No.
A demon?
Is a spirit a demon?
No.
Wait. They're not mutually exclusive. A demon can be a spirit, but not all spirits are demons.
Is that your final answer?
I don't even know what the hell he said, but none of it sounded right. But
it did sound pretty right.
No, it didn't.
Yes, I'll say it again. Open up your ear holes for me.
Open up your ear holes.
Open up those ear holes. I'm coming in.
Giggity.
It's not the first time you said that.
A demon can be a spirit, but not all spirits are demons.
Yes, that is actually incorrect. all spirits can be demons because they are demons.
No, there's good spirits.
There are. There's no such thing.
Like Scotch. That's a good spirit.
Scotch is a good spirit.
What's a good spirit?
Prove me wrong.
What's a good spirit?
Scotch is a good spirit.
Oh. No, Scotch gives you
spirit. It's a homonym. I use this. It's the same spelling, spirits, with different meaning.
Gentlemen.
This has been the Hardcore Casuals podcast.
Where'd you get this question from, David?
No, I was just thinking about it. I was looking through articles and I was like, it just flies past my head like a butterfly. I'm like, are demons spirits? No, the other day I was having a discussion where I was thinking I don't know why we were talking about this, but I was like, is a demon considered a spirit? Because ghosts, demons, angels, are angel spirits? Are demons and angel spirits? Because I feel like angels are more commonly associated to being a spirit. Because the Holy Spirit, is the Holy Spirit an angel?
Jeebus, no.
No, the Holy Spirit is not an angel.
If we're gonna go into
because the Holy Spirit is just a spirit. But then an angel
the Holy Spirit is it. Okay, I love you. It's my favorite analogy. The Holy Spirit is the Trinity is like the Triforce.
Oh fuck!
They're all one thing, but with three distinct parts. So God the Father, God the Son, and God the Spirit.
All right, we're all
together. They form
Religion 101.
They form the Deity Triforce. Okay, no. So if we're gonna get into this, Spirits and ghosts are not angels and demons. Angels and demons.
No, I'm not saying spirits and ghosts are angels and demons. I'm saying, can they be?
No.
They cannot be.
Can ghosts?
No, they are. Technically, all demons are angels, just fallen angels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're their own species, and you could get into this.
So you would call them a species?
They're a type of species, yeah.
But
I mean, if you go into the Bible, I mean, like, read about the seraphim. They're like freaking flaming angels, and the cherubs are singing "Holy, Holy, Holy." Like, there's actually species of angels. There's actually.
Would you call an angel an actual physical being, or would you call it an ethereal being?
I would say probably closer to more ethereal, but I believe the spiritual realm is a different dimension. We are
it's like
spiritual realm.
No.
Spiritual.
I wouldn't even say spiritual.
An ethereal being would that not be spiritual based off a spirit? Therefore,
Danny's getting excited.
I would say
his nipples are erect. I want to see.
I would say the answer is yes. It can be both physical and ethereal, because think of it as a different dimension. It's the closest way. It's the closest analogy that I can think of, is to think of it as a completely different dimension, where when you're finally absent from the body and in the presence of God, you're in a completely different dimension.
The thing is, how do we get there?
What? It's instant. You know this.
So I will pay you $10,000 to kill me, so I can go to the other dimension
for science.
For science, but upload my brain to the cloud so my spirit could talk to my cloud brain, and my cloud brain could tell you what's going on.
Well, Johnny Depp does shit.
Maybe the reason why nobody comes back is because it's so good on the other side.
Well, of course, that's the whole point. Or so bad that you can't get back.
or entertain the thought that, seriously, this is it. And once we go out, it's lights out, blackout, and that's it.
It could be that too, but that's what religion is about. You choose not to believe that. You choose to believe in a higher power.
I choose not to believe that. I mean, I entertain it. Like, I think that's what faith is. And now we're going to faith. Like, I know I don't have 100% guarantee. There is nothing telling me that there is a God out there, or there is a devil down there, or that there's nothing out there. I choose to believe this one, and I also choose to restrict my life and my behavior to conform with a certain set of code and ethics to keep me a good person. I mean, I fail every now and again, but I try. It's an aspiration. It's a goal. It's a target to go to. And I just and it's like a crapshoot at the end. You know, did I do it for something? Do I get to heaven at the end? I mean, not that I want it as a reward. I just believe it's there because I look at this existence and I look at this universe and I'm like, this can't be it. There has to be more.
Okay, now what if I were to tell you? I don't know if I've brought this up on the podcast before. What if what we are experiencing right now is not life, but we are in purgatory?
I've heard. I'm not sure if you did bring this up before, but maybe
we've talked about this in real life.
And it was touched up on the Matrix.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have entertained that, and part of me kind of believes that. It's almost like also Buddhism, where existence is suffering. We are suffering. This is. I mean, again, this is not a perfect world, and I think it's compounded on because we have an idea of what perfection is. We try to attain it. We sure as hell try. I mean, look at the progress we have made as a species. We keep trying to go to this goal that we can't reach. We're making this progress and we can't get it because this is an imperfect world. Is it because this is purgatory? Is this hell? I
wouldn't say it's hell. I would say it's purgatory, because I feel like our lives are almost dictated by our decisions to either better ourselves or worsen ourselves. So if we live for the dark side, then we're obviously sending ourselves down below. But if we live for better and to reach heaven and stuff, you want to be a good person and you want to live by the golden rule. Like, you want to do good by people. So it's like, just like the main theory of purgatory, this is your judgment. Like, which way are you going? You're earning your way one way or another. So you're in this kind of limbo. We've all maybe lived already, and this is our choosing time. Where are we going?
But the thing is, but then, like, my whole thing with that would be like, I would want to know the answer of why, if we've already lived, why can't we remember the past life or before. Why?
That's the point. Because if we remember being good or bad before, then our choices now in limbo mean nothing. Because if we already saw being bad and we're here because we were bad, then if we want to be good, we would recall past events to be better. But the same way, if we were good and it was a false goodness, and we knew that by continuing to be good, we can make it to the promised land, then obviously we wouldn't be true to ourselves, true to our nature. So it's like, this is our true time to show who we really are, good or bad. And that sends us one way or another. Or we enter the loop again and we stay in limbo.
We'll see. You won't know until we put you into the cloud.
We'll see, yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. $10,000.
$10,000. We'll see. You can find out. That was a weird, an unusual turn of a conversation.
I don't know. I think that stuff is interesting because I don't mind discussing religion and stuff because I'm not, just like in politics, I'm open to ideas and I'm willing to hear what people think about things without being all clammed up and being like, heathen non-believer, I will smite you. I like hearing what different religions think. I like hearing what different people think about their perspectives on everything.
You know, I had a religious studies was one of my minors in college, and I had a wonderful professor, Dr. Alvarez, and this guy was so cool, man. This guy was so unbiased. He defines himself as a Catholic, but like when he was talking about Islam, you swore he was Islamic. When he was talking about Judaism, you swore he was a Jew. When he was talking about Hinduism, you thought he was Hindu. Like he taught it passionately and unbiasedly. And he was just such a cool guy. So I would hang out with him after class. And we were talking about, heaven and hell and God and all this stuff. And, everybody always puts the question, like, why would God, if God is all loving and all this stuff, you've heard this before, why would he condemn people to hell? And then he shared with me a conversation he had with like an Orthodox priest somewhere in Europe, I forgot where. And there's a part in the Bible, and gosh, and I don't have the exact verse, but Danny, you might remember. There's a part where Peter sees he goes to heaven, whatever, and he's prophesying the end times and everything. But then the angel tells him, "Listen, write down this stuff, except for this. You cannot write these things down." Remember?
Yes.
And he believes. Well, the Orthodox priest believed, then Mr. Alvarez believes, and now I believe that possibly some of the things that he told Peter not to write down was that really in the end, everybody gets to heaven. It's just that some of us, the ones who I guess chose to be bad, not believe and live sinfully or whatever, have to basically go to hell to be purified, basically, just to experience that absence of God, so we could appreciate it when we're back in it.
To be cleansed in the fires.
In a way, but it's not a permanent thing. In the end, we all end up back with God.
Yeah.
Which again, there's no proof. This is not something that we could do scientifically independent. There's no, but it's the shoe that fits. And it's my little religious shoe that fits my religious foot comfortably.
So you're saying in the end,
it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard.
I just think like, look, if it makes sense with reasoning. Like, people say that God created man because
after a certain point, he's just going to eliminate the existence of hell, and everyone's just going to be living on earth with God.
Yeah. But the thing is, it just stands to reason, God wants us to be with him. God created us to be with him. God created us lovingly, and he loves all of us. It just stands to reason that in the end, he would do that.
Yeah.
But again, this is stuff that we could talk. We could smoke, light up a blunt, and talk about this all night.
Yeah, we can be here
have a really
all
cool
fucking
conversation.
night, but I don't want to be here all fucking night. Because that's one of the subjects I've always loved in high school. Growing up in high school was Bible, and all that stuff always fascinated me. Like, I love talking about that stuff. So
yeah, me too. It's not really what we talk about here normally on Hardcore Casuals, but it's cool every now and again to change it up and talk about things and just think about things differently entertain subjects you may have not entertained for a while or at all.
This has been the Hardcore Casuals Bible Cast.
It's a multicast. We talked about a lot.
It's kind of funny that you can start a talk on Dragon Ball and end up on the Bible.
Yeah,
I see parallels.
Yeah.
Well, that's us, man. We're three high school friends, childhood friends, whatever.
Exactly.
We could talk about anything.
Anything you say.
Anything.
Well, so the other day I was.
Oh yeah, I mean, if as long as you do the prostate Kegels at least twice a day, you're good to go.
You should be fine. Yeah, that's what I've been told.
50 reps, 2-second holds each, twice a day, and
keeps the doctor away. Oh, Adrian.
We can talk about anything.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
Actually, I counted. I did that my freshman year of college while we were playing Super Smash Brothers in the game room. I got a hold of a Tootsie Pop and I was waiting for my turn, so I actually decided to count. So I only did it one way, one side licking, and it was 117. So I finally got got rid of all the candy. Like it was just one half candy, one half chocolate core. Like, I think I was in the 70s by the time I started breaching the chocolate area.
Do you think that's because you're not an owl?
I think it's because I have a really fat and rough tongue. So the amount of licks might vary depending on your tongue anatomy.
9 out of 10 doctors agree.
That 10th doctor's a freaking
Your
asshole.
tongue coarseness dictates how fast you can get through a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. That'll be the new commercial.
We should make it.
Mr. Adrian, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
Well, do you have 20 minutes, son? Oh, God.
A 3-minute commercial. Well, that about wraps it up, I think.
Yes.
This has been the Hardcore Casuals Podcast. We're 3 childhood friends whose motto is just good enough. We're hardcore about a variety of topics, but too casual to be experts at any of them. Be sure to join us next time on this journey of mediocrity. I'm David.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Danny.
Adrian's right. Bible, politics, Dragon Ball. We cover it all. I like how Adrian started that whole section by saying, I don't want to give any spoilers about what the end credit
and then he
scene
goes and
is."
spoils it.
And he goes and spoils the exact fucking end credit scene. Adrian was sitting on a toilet having roid rage.
Oh my God, man, that was, and you know those. I'm a big guy, and I'm in these little cruise ship bathrooms trying to wipe my ass, and everyone it's like tear. It's like
I'm telling you, man, it's bad because I've had those problems before, and like when you look down and you have like a bloody hand,
yes,
that shit's scary, man.
And the thing is, like, I'm the son of a doctor. I'm a freaking germaphobe. I hate. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I have shit going into my bloodstream through my ass. I'm gonna get shit AIDS.
You get shades.
You get shades.
I'm gonna get shades, man. And what if you're using a public restroom and you have bloody roids going on, and then you drop one, and you know, and when it hits the water at the right speed and the right consistency, and then it does that like little teardrop where the water goes back up and it hits you right in your bloody roid. And you get toilet AIDS, man.
And you get total toids.
It's like
shades and toids.
The water, you know what I'm talking about? It's happened to all of us. The water just bounced right back into our assholes. And it's like, I'm vulnerable. I didn't have a condom on.
Take care of your butt, and your butt will take care of you.
Ass is on fire.
I like the cool sensation of being pissed in my ass.